What's up, guys? Sorry I'm in a rush. I'm on my way to see Black Panther. What? Oh, this? Yeah, I made it. I just used bleach. Don't believe me? You know what? Look, I'll show you real quick. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna wanna do is grab a t-shirt that you wanna customize. Next thing you're gonna need is some chalk or maybe a white colored pencil. I use a regular sheet of white printer paper. It's a good way to see how big you want your design to be. If you need to, go online and find the image you want for your reference. I found this Black Panther mask. This is what I'm going to be using. Then with the chalk, just start to roughly sketch out your design. You don't have to be too detailed with this. I mean, you could if you want to, but that's your business. I will say do be careful because sometimes when you're drawing, the image might shift. As you can see, mine's a little off center, but hey, we're just gonna rock with it. I'm not doing it over. Next thing you wanna do is grab yourself a piece of cardboard or some plastic. This is only to protect the back side of the shirt. You don't want the bleach bleeding through to the back. I mean, you might, it's up to you. Next, very carefully pour some bleach into a container. You don't need a lot. Get some kind of ventilation going and put on a mask. This is bleach, for God's sake. Get some old brushes, some that you don't mind getting messed up. Who knows what bleach will do to these bristles over time. And the next part is pretty easy. You just want to start tracing the outlines you made in chalk. As you can see, the bleach goes to work instantly and starts fading out the shirt. Remember when you first start, a little bit on the brush goes a long way. The cotton is going to absorb the bleach pretty quickly, so you might have to go over your lines a few times, but eventually you get everything outlined. Now you can start the shading process, which actually is the highlighting process when it comes to doing this in bleach. Depending on what kind of bristles your brush have, you're gonna get different results. Again, I recommend not having too much bleach on your brush because you want to do your best to try to control the process, even though bleach is gonna do what it wants to do. So I went in and drew some different areas for light sources just to try to make sure I'm following a particular pattern. And I thought I'd try a different brush. But just keep looking at your reference photo and do your best to duplicate it. I just kept using different techniques almost as though I was dry brushing. Dabbing the bleach, swiping into the bleached area, swiping out of the bleached area. Doing everything I can to smoothly blend out the image. Now, as they say, the more you go over one area, the lighter it's gonna be, but I didn't really see that in some of the cases on my painting. Could be I just didn't let it dry fast enough, but in other parts it seemed to just to blend in with the bleach and really wasn't bringing out those details that I was really hoping for. Even here, laying down a very saturated strip, I'm not seeing the brightness come through. So we're gonna change tactics. What I did was got this GOC 900 and mixed it with some acrylic paint because I really wanted the trimming of this mask to pop in certain areas. And you'll see using this technique made all the difference. And in some areas where I got a little heavy-handed with the bleach, I used some black to tone it down. You know, we gotta do it. We gotta do it. I just don't feel like an artist unless I'm splashing something around. That's all I'm doing here with the bleach. Just trying different methods to give this shirt a little bit more detail and make it feel like I really did something. This right here is another one of those stages where you can go overboard and it's hard to know when to stop. But I think I caught myself just in time before this got out of hand. As I was using the GOC 900, you do have to heat seal that when you're using it with acrylic paint. I think this also helped with the bleach and the drying process of this shirt. I mean, if you don't have a heat gun, you could just throw this in the dryer. It should work just the same. Oh, and another thing, if you want to fully set your shirt, I'm gonna put this in cold water with a little peroxide, let it sit for about 5 minutes, and then dry it. Just do know some of your darker areas may get way lighter after that.
Hold up. Pose, yeah. Pose. Pose, yeah. Pose. I am some photo shoot. Pose.
That's it. That's all you have to do. You can make art out of any shirt. Very simple. Look, I gotta get going before I'm late to the movie. Comment below and let me know what you thought about Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Oh, and what you thought about the shirt. You guys can watch this next video here. That should hold you over to next week till I get back. See ya.